has seen a rise in restaurants trying out different cuisines. All of these boast of having authentic food from lands abroad. Many live up to the ambience that they speak about but do not fare so well with the food.
On this episode of Foodtrails, we wanted to venture into a restaurant that boasts of a pan-Asian cuisine. We decided to overlook some of the obvious names and try out a restaurant that has the fire to serve customers what they need.
So, Jarvis, what have you chosen for this episode of Foodtrails?
If you go past 100 Feet Road, you'll find a lot of restaurants, but there's one tiny little place, but it's not so tiny if you go inside, called Taiki. It's a place in Japan, but it's on 100 Feet Road in Indiranagar. Wow. And once again, it's Asian food. But when we try Asian food, we need somebody who's an expert in. Yeah.
Correct. So, who is it this time?
It's Abhishek, aka
Hi,
Sheikh Zilla.
Abhishek. Thank you so much for joining us on Foodtrails once again. And
Thank you all. Actually, thank you all because I've been meaning to come here since this place opened, and now that you've given me the opportunity, I'm quite stoked.
I'm quite interested to try out this Japanese cuisine because I want something nice, hot and soupy. Have you been here before, and what would you suggest we have?
So I haven't been here before, but I'm aware of the cuisine. And considering that it's actually Japanese, Korean and Asian fusion, I have a couple of options for you since you're under the weather.
Also, I've never had Japanese ever before. I've never eaten with a chopstick. I've not done any of that. So is that going to be okay?
I think it's going to be a worthwhile experience for you.
Great. So let's get started on this amazing Japanese journey. Taiki specializes in Japanese, Korean and Asian fusion food. I must admit, with a name like Taiki, I thought I would come back better equipped with some skills in martial arts. But that was just my ignorance speaking in my head.
But we did learn quite a bit. First lesson, how to use space effectively. The area had more depth than width. We loved the fact that the ensemble of the furniture and embellishments was symmetrical and did not make too much of a fuss. With 2 levels, this establishment that has a high ceiling has something to look up to.
For our second lesson on what goes on in the making of an Asian restaurant, we called on the woman behind the idea.
This is one cuisine, especially the combination of Japanese and Korean, which we wanted to introduce in Bangalore. And Indiranagar being a very bustling area, it was a very good opportunity for us, actually first-time entrepreneurs, to start it here. So that's how we came up with it. And when we are looking for locations, though it's very tiny and narrow, but this is the one that we actually loved. So, and it also resonates with the minimalistic culture that Japan holds for. So we thought we'll just started. Seafood, we source it from a guy who gets it in a -20-degree deep frozen kind of a shipment, and it's sourced from Norway. So every time there's a fresh shipment, we immediately purchase it and we kind of stock it, and we make an inventory list so that we don't have any difficulties of sourcing.
It was therapeutic to watch a chef make sushi. Meanwhile, upstairs, Paul had made up his mind to give us some lessons in using chopsticks. Third lesson, check. But if Rome wasn't made in a day, neither was Japan or Korea. It was gonna take us some more time to get used to this contraption. Wow, I hope you got that. But before we could get on with our trilateral talks on authentic cuisines, the food started pouring in one by one. Paul, can you tell me something about oolong? Because I've never
So it's a semi-oxidized Chinese tea, and it goes back to centuries, yeah. And now it's sold all over the world because it's really good. Lovely.
Amazing.
Mine tastes like black tea.
Maybe that's what it is.
Without any sweet.
Yeah, these usually aren't sweet. They don't have any additional flavor. Just drink it as is. That's why it's so powerful and good for the system.
Okay.
I thought this would be spicy, but it's not spicy at all. I mean, it's chili, but it's good chili.
Maybe you should garnish it with some more chilies. Jarvis has an obsession with chilies.
I'm gonna try one without the wasabi because I've had a bad experience.
Is there any difference from the vegetarian one and the non-vegetarian?
A lot. You can feel those seafood flavor. The seafood flavor just kick in. I'm not the kind of person who likes fish, but I like prawns. And then again, the flavors are so nice. That sesame seed just gives it that right balance, and it balances out that seafood taste. Yeah. So it's good. It's good. Yeah.
One thing I missed though is if they had put some cream cheese in this.
Yeah.
Of course, it changes the whole name of the sushi as well, but that would have been more holistic in my opinion.
Okay. Mushroom geyser.
Okay. Sauce.
Alright,
Okay.
let's get that here.
Paul is going to be the guiding light.
Aubergine sweet chili pav.
Alright.
Aubergine.
This is vegetarian.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the lamb bulgogi pav.
Lamb.
Bulgogi.
Oh,
Okay.
that bulgogi. Okay.
Okay, Paul got that.
Yeah.
So what are we having first?
So we'll start with the exotic mushroom gyoza.
Okay.
So it's age-old Chinese dumpling,
Okay.
very famous, and you can get very earthy flavors because there's mushrooms, so you get the umami flavors.
Okay.
So I suggest you take a bite of it by itself,
Okay.
then dip in the sauce and taste it.
And which of these sauces would you suggest?
I suggest you go with a little bit of spicy first, then you have like a mayo over there.
Okay.
Alright, so
You lead the
either
way.
way. Alright.
It's so much like a momo, but 20 times better. Yeah.
I think the difference is that there is a mixture of the crunchiness and the softness on the outer layer, and we have that spicy kick from the stuffing. Again, I don't know how to eat this, so Paul will.
Just pick it up like a
Yeah.
taco. Or sloppy, if I may say.
Okay, it really feels like an idli.
I'm like the hungry man who doesn't get an aubergine sweet chili.
No, of course.
Wow.
Here,
Okay.
try it. So, with this, I really like the crisp
Aubergine.
aubergine, and we have lettuce and
Mayo on top.
mayo and sauces, so it gives you a nice burgery feel, but and it has some sweetish.
That's the sweet and chili flavor that they've used for the aubergine.
No, not just
From
that.
the
Even
bao?
the bao
The bao is a little fermented. That's how you
fermented,
get
but it's not pungent. It's like a
sweeter. Yeah.
sweetish bun-ish idli.
So
Let's move on to
The bao.
yeah, I think I'm
Your
very
bao.
eager to see
Let's
what the
leave that
lamb,
plate here, na?
what the
Oh,
lamb
sorry,
has
okay.
over there. Yeah.
Fine.
What we have here is a lamb bulgogi pav. So actually, bulgogi is more of a Korean term,
Okay.
right? Which talks about meat. So lambs. Then we put that with the bao, and you can expect some really nice, pure Asian flavors in this.
I love how juicy and flavorful this whole assortment is. It's a lot different from the aubergine and sweet chili. Usually you find a lot of restaurants have a whole range of dishes, but most of the dishes taste kind of similar. That's not something that I found here. The flavors are like they're poles apart. In this, it's the carrot that gives the entire the crunchiness and the flavor to it. Yeah, it's like eating a very 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 well made sandwich with the softest bun ever.
So I'm going to help myself with this ramen. Travis, what are you going to take?
What do you suggest, Paul?
So what are you in the mood for? Do you want something like a little bland, or are you looking for something with exciting flavors?
Flavorful.
Then go for the laksa.
Okay.
And you're having the
Bulgur, the bibimbap, yes. sorry.
bibimbap.
Yes.
Bibimbap. Bap. So you suggest that I stir everything. Nice and garlicky actually, the first taste, but it's so comforting. And my cold, like this hot ramen is just really, really nice.
Mine is very flavorful. It's got curry. It's got a curry flavor, and it's got chicken, and it's got egg, and it tastes. If you have, if you're going for something slightly more on the Indian side, so this is a safer bet to go.
Paul,
Mine's very subtle with flavors, but I like it. It's overpowered with the sticky rice, with some egg. We have a lot of vegetables and some chicken on the sides. So I think this is perfect for me right now. After having such good dishes, this is a good way to enjoy a hearty meal. And stirring it up and so many elements present. I think this just works. And I think you can end up finishing. It's not too heavy on stomach either.
From baos to laksas to ramen to teas to sushi, there's so much that this restaurant has to offer. More so, not on the menu yet is the Japanese dessert called mochi. We were served 2 plates of this, but this would need another review when it finds itself on the menu. All we can say is it's definitely worth a helping.
all in all, if you find yourself in Indranagar, as most people in Bengaluru do every now and then, take some lessons from Taiki, a quality restaurant that focuses on giving you top quality food from its short eats to full meals.
Okay, Supriya, I think I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm sorry, but this is just amazing. And I just want to have this bowl and go to sleep.
Thanks. I think that's my cue to wrap up. So be sure to look out for another episode of Foodtrails on Asianet Newsable. Until then, this is video journalist Karthik along with Supriya, Jervis and Paul signing off on Foodtrails.